The U.S. Senate overwhelmingly passed emergency legislation to avoid the first ever government default. Our Carson Chambers is following those developments for us tonight. Carson?
Good evening, Brendan. The government averted an unprecedented default, and tonight the Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner says that Washington can now turn its focus to creating jobs. Senate lawmakers passed the emergency debt deal just 12 hours before deadline.
Senate will come to order. Have all senators voted? Any senators wish to change their vote? If not on that question, the ayes are 74 and the nays are 26.
The emergency legislation was rushed to President Obama's desk, and he signed the measure, calling it a first step.
We've seen in the past few days that Washington has the ability to focus when there's a timer ticking down and when there's a looming disaster. It shouldn't take the risk of default, the risk of economic catastrophe, to get folks in this town to work together and do their jobs.
The Senate's vote came after the House easily passed the same legislation last night to raise the debt ceiling and cut the deficit by $1.2 trillion over the next decade. Republicans succeeded in making sure no tax increases are used to close the budget gap. Democrats claimed victory for sparing Social Security from any cuts.
Has the way this whole process unfolded made a downgrade more likely?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think this is a good result, but a terrible process.
It's been bitter between Democrats and Republicans up until last night when Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords made a surprise appearance to vote on the House floor for the first time since she was critically wounded in Tucson. And it's still possible that the nation's bond rating could be lowered even though the debt ceiling was raised. But the U.S. will not default, and Obama won't have to fight this battle again, at least until the end of his current term in office. I'm Carson Chambers. Back to you.